Welcome, warriors, and today we are here with another Hearts of Iron 4 video playing as Italy in the Great War mod. So right now we are in the middle of a war with the Ottomans over the territory of Libya. We were going for an early push on Tripoli, however that failed. After that, we tried for an attack across the Balkans, but as you guys can see, that isn't going too well. So in the meantime, between episodes, I'm bringing up some more troops in the form of this army to hopefully supplement our Balkan front while we push at Libya more and more. Actually, you know what? You'll be smarter than this. I can afford to lose 8 troops, actually. You know what? That sounds a bit rash, but I think I can do it. Let's just move the men down to Calabria, or Taranto, rather. Yeah, Calabria. And then we'll actually bring them aboard the boat into Tobruk. That should work. Alright. What is the army? Okay, it's this one. Just gotta make sure that they understand the final orders are to move up here. Actually, I should probably just extend this all the way down, shouldn't I? Delete that and make this the offensive line. You guys should all be doing that. The RMS Titanic has been sunk, the unsinkable ship. That's quite unfortunate. And wow, their front is just wide open. Isn't that lovely? Let's push. Sweet. Okay, so while that's going on, we're attacking Benghazi. Oh, we took it! We took Benghazi! We did it, guys! We did it! And might we actually hold out in the Balkans? Probably not. Alright, awesome. Good job. Okay, so now we can move these guys up to this front. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Trench excavation is complete. We will start working on... Which we start on now? We're building our cars. I would say the torpedoes, but we're not really working too much on submarine technology, so it's a bit of a difficult choice right now. Maybe we'll work on some support units? Why not? Sure. Field hospital, let's go for it. Not sure if there's much to a point, but regardless, let's see what we can do in terms of moving around to try to sneak Tobruk out under their noses. These guys are going right under our lines. That's not very nice. Ottomans offer peace terms. The Turks have been pushed to the point of surrender. They are now offering us Libya and the temporary occupation of the Dodecanese Islands, though no doubt we can make that permanent. These are great terms for a short war. We can push for more, but perhaps this peace is enough. We actually have no choice. So, thanks, game, but no, I'll be fine. Take Libya and the Dodecanese. I don't actually know what the Dodecanese are. Are those? Is that the island of Rhodes? Let me check. Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, sounds fantastic. Take Libya and the Dodecanese. Wow, great job. Don't know what happens to our men over here. Oh, we'll just bring them up through Austria. Frankly, we'll reattach them to the ooh. Yeah, these guys can get reattached to this division. These guys can get reattached to this division.
Pronto, signore.
Yeah, okay, cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So that's a great start to the war. This will be our sort of Libyan defense force, I guess. This guy can ignore his naval orders, come down to Tripoli. He actually has a history of being invaders. Oh, jeez, wow, the fighting in Libya has really buffed up Emanuel Filiberto. Alright, great. Skill 6, Hellfighter, Desert Fox, Trickster, and Ranger. So he is a Desert Fox, which means he'll play a lot better than Desert. Italy's colonies don't really border any of the Germans, any German colonial holdings. Tanganyika is a relatively short naval invasion away from the Somaliland, but I'm not really willing to do that. We have no... Oh, we do have exile divisions, rather. Okay, yeah, you know the drill. Just go through up there. So yeah, no, I think we'll leave our colonial... oh, what's this? I'm sorry, I'm getting so distracted. Oh, these are our colonial garrison. But yeah, we'll just bring this guy down for now. No big deal. Yesterday, Italy and the Ottoman Empire signed a treaty in Auchi, near Lausanne. The Ottomans would withdraw all military personnel from Trablus and Benghazi Vilayets. And we still have a couple of men who think it would be wise to move around through here. And maybe take a boat back, I guess? That's the plan? Alright, let's see how it works out for you guys. Yep, alright, perfect. Their super heating engine has been completed. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We'll work on more support technology. While we're doing this, we should start seeing... What's France doing? A superposition in Central Europe. So the War of the Balkan League is actually going to happen relatively quickly. It's a bit unfortunate that it didn't happen while we were engaged in the war with the Ottomans, because it really would have screwed up their plans. Regardless, the thing about these scripted wars in World War I, because the build to World War I was a very tumultuous time for Europe, and for its kind of surrounding principalities. So the thing is, a lot of the wars are more scripted than I'd like, in that these are fantastic naval battles. We're really destroying the Ottoman convoys, but they're scripted in that it really just depends on who's doing well in the war, and they'll only take limited territorial gains. So for example, we could only take Libya, regardless if we want to push all the way through the Balkans and Anatolia and into the Levant. I mean, it just wouldn't even be possible. So that is the unfortunate thing, but what are you gonna do? I'm gonna put this guy. Oh, is this a new navy? Wow, we're really churning out destroyers. Okay, that's fantastic. I guess we'll just keep production up in those. We're not really catching up to our support equipment, which is a bit unfortunate. So as soon as this round of factories is done, I'm going to schedule some military factories instead of the usual support. Oh, are we able to... I'm not actually sure what resources... Oh, yeah, it just says right here. Does Libya have no resources? Just literally nothing. Wow. Utterly fantastic. Great. No wood. No iron. That's all we're importing, really, so, okay. Nothing we can do. You can join this guy's army. And you'll, I guess, just garrison Libya. Why not? So garrison here, 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 and here. That's something that the Ottomans kind of neglected to do. Ha 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 ha. Oh, the Balkan League. It is happening. The War of the Balkan League. So Serbia, do not mean to garrison those provinces. So Serbia, Bulgaria, Montenegro, and Greece are going to be at war with the Ottomans to regain their rightful cores. That's going to be an interesting war. We'll follow that intently. Secret deal with France. France likes us a lot more. The UK is not as big of a fan, but it should be all right. Let's see here. Should we develop Tripoli or develop Cyrenaica? A lot of the Italian focuses are kind of based around, building up their industry in these regions. So I'm going to go with develop Tripoli for now. That's, a historically more Italianized region. My audio is quite loud right now. I'm going to turn down the master volume just a bit more. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, let's keep going. War in the Balkans, the Balkan League. Taking advantage of the weakness of the Ottoman Empire following the Italo-Turkish War, the members of the Balkan League declared war against the Ottoman Empire. Will the Empire survive this attack? I think it will survive, but at a hefty price. Yeah, East Thrace will fall to Bulgaria. Same with other bits of... Oh, this is southern Bulgaria. This is East Thrace. Constantinople, no, they'll keep Constantinople. Central Thrace is only one province, and is claimed by both Greece and Bulgaria, so that's going to be a bit of a point of contention. I think, yeah, that's what the Greco-Bulgarian War occurred a bit after that, actually, for these lands. Bulgaria lost that war, unfortunately for them, which is one of the reasons why they participated in World War I on the Central Power side. Yeah, so Bulgaria has cores on all these, or claims rather, and so they will hopefully be going for those in this war. We want to weaken the Ottomans as much as possible, because we're going to be at war with them in their Central Coalition in 1914, or a bit after that, maybe. What else? We don't really need democracy support. We already have quite a bit of democracy in our nation. Political power gain, I guess let's go with fiat. Good old fiat, right? All victories against the Ottoman convoys. That was, that was quite helpful in allowing our takeover of Libya. I think as soon as we took Benghazi and made a couple of inroads in the desert over here, we were given victory. So apparently you don't need to take Tripoli, like I thought, which is nice. It makes a lot more sense as well. I mean, there's just one city in the entire coast. Okay, France is doing artillery effort. Germany is going for full rearmament. So that's, I think that, no, it doesn't actually technically lead to a war focus, but it just shows that they're getting kind of prepped for war in terms of readying their military. Reinforce the western border, so yeah, Russia's starting to get ready. The Ottomans are just doing everything they can to stop their Balkan holdings from being overrun. The United States is working on military factories, good for them. Develop Tripoli, I'm going to develop Cyrenaica as well, just immediately. I want to get all the infrastructure that I can. What else? Okay, Austria-Hungary, harsh rationing. Harsh rationing, if I recall correctly, what does it do? Oh, it's basically the same thing as what France is doing. Or, no, it's Germany? Yeah, full rearmament. Okay, cool. Republic of China, just working on generic artillery. Japan is doing its spiritual mobilization. Okay, interesting. So there are two options here with the Fukoki Kyohei, which I think leads to a more imperial focus. Yeah, I mean, potentially fascism or just general patriotic fervor. Or the democratic reforms, which is what Japan did not take in our timeline. And yeah, eventually Korean self-determination. Like, you know, the focuses like these, I understand why people enjoy them, and you know why I mean, it's for role-playing the country, right? But there's just no reason to actually do that. You know, like, what reason, mechanically speaking, for Japan would there be to release Korea? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would a player actually want to click that button? I don't know. It's a question for the game devs. I think especially in a game like this where you're kind of a bit more, static defense or mobile defense? Then we're going to have to go for the soft attack, so. But yeah, especially in a game where you're more kind of removed from your situation, like in Hearts 4, where you're kind of just the grand commander. I don't feel like something like that would make much sense, because there's no like personal incentive to release Korea, and there was no gameplay incentive to, so I don't know why you would do it. The Korean Empire. Politics in Scandinavia. Oh, I actually haven't looked at the Russian focus tree for this game, so that's interesting. Wow, that's amazing! Helsingfors add 2 building slots to 2 military factories, and Åland gets naval bases and coastal forts. Those are... Oh yeah, because Russia owns Finland at this point, so... Helsingfors, wow, good for them. Sankt Petersburg. Minister des Colonies, that's Minister of the Colonies. Russia and Nordic countries, so Russia and England are both exerting their influence over the Scandinavian nations. Shouldn't really lead to too much conflict, but it's just a bit of an interesting dynamic over there. The Ottomans are getting absolutely destroyed. Well, I've seen them do worse, but they're not winning this war by any means. The Serbs and the Greeks are pushing, strongly against the Western Balkans, whereas the Bulgarians and also a bit of a Greek contingent are moving towards the east. So again, this is a scripted war, so regardless of how well these Balkan League nations do, develop Cyrenaica has done. Let's go with... Sorry, I'm just kind of like looking at my focus trees. Oh, actually we can do construction efforts, so let's work on that. But, yeah, even, no matter how well these guys do, they're only going to be able to take their cores. I'm not actually sure where Central Bulgaria, or Central Thrace goes. In the case that the Central Powers do, or that the Balkan League, do very well. Because, I mean, maybe it's measured by war participation, but I'm not entirely sure. See how the game thinks this is going. Oh, thinks that Serbia is stomping. They've had a lot more casualties than the Ottomans, but especially early in the game, that really doesn't matter. The Ottomans have, overall less troops than the Balkan League, and they're spread out across their territorially vast, but, resource-wise, quite insignificant empire. So they're not concentrated in one region like the the Balkan League armies are. Jeez, I keep on forgetting that name. It's kind of getting annoying. Northern Epirus is cored by Albania. Same with actual Albania. That's interesting. I didn't know that Northern Epirus was cored. I think that's real-life Albania currently is this bit. Yeah, then Greece controls the bit along here. Macedonia, or Macedonia, however you want to pronounce it, controls this bit. Yeah, that seems to make sense. Okay, so in terms of our government, no, partial mobilization is still the best. Free trade, we don't really have the resources. Can we go up? Nope, not more than 40% world tension. So I guess we'll just go for a ship designer. Because that's basically what, we're not really building tanks right now, so this should be more important. A screen. I believe that screen does count as destroyers, so I think we'll go with this. And actually, it doesn't really matter to us. We're just going to be patrolling these coastal waters anyway. So yeah, Cantieri, Navali, Ruiniti should work very well for us. Alright, our first cars are being churned out. That's actually going to be very important for our nation's military progress. We'll actually start making some early support weapons as well, kind of moving, the first steps towards the war. But on the note of, finishing those cars, we'll let one more unit of these guys be churned out, and then we're going to switch to motorized divisions. So here... do we not... Can we not, what's it called? We've invented the cars. Just, do we have to, like, start building them before? Oh, yeah, maybe we do. We'll bring one guy over here and start importing some oil. I thought there was some oil in Libya. Maybe that's like a focus for Italy in the real game in Hori 4, but yeah, I thought there was a bit of oil in Libya. Who knows? Maybe it was synthetic. Do we do it now? Edit. Oh, do they count as armored? Yeah, they do. Wow, that's quite expensive. Jeez. Ooh. It's kind of weird that we don't automatically get a unit construction division for that. I think you would for most other new innovations, military innovations at least. That's another factory to our consumer goods. That's kind of annoying, but you know you gotta live with it. Balkan League is going well for the War of the Balkan League is going well for the Balkan League. What are the other powers doing? Paramilitarism, sure, the US is doing doctrine effort. Are there any more wars going on in the world? No, not right now. So I guess I'm going to take this time to discuss overarching grand strategy. So look, here's how I anticipate this playing out. So seeing how everyone's doing right now, War of the Balkan League going basically on time, the historical outcome of the Italo-Turkish or Ottoman War having been accomplished, I'd say that here's how this is going to play out. In around the historical time, May 1914, World War I is going to begin. We're going to make a great big push against the Austrians, who are going to be pressed between two fronts, and hopefully we're going to actually go straight for Vienna and Prague, like our battle plan says. The Germans will offer some heavy resistance, but the French and British buildup along this border should keep most of their troops tied up. I should be playing this while it's going on. If that doesn't capitulate, force the Ottomans or the Austrians to capitulate, and they are quite fractured at the beginning, given their multinational state, yeah, 60% national unity only, then we'll push for Budapest, and I know there was another major city around here. Can't remember what it was. Pex is kind of, Krakow, yeah. Yeah, so Budapest, Krakow, and Bratislava. Yeah. And hopefully, if we actually succeed in taking over these vast swaths of land, we'll push out the Germans from the south, and the Ottomans won't really be able to hurt. Oh, Mexico City. There was a coup led by General Victoriano Huerta. Oh, so we're back to being Mexican Republic. So the revolution won in the end after all. Cool. Well, you know, technical Mexican Republic is still authoritarian, but, you know, same diff. Yeah, the Ottomans won't pose much of a threat to us once that happens, because they're going to be tied up in the Levant. And yeah, hopefully after that, suffragette demonstrations are going on, so rights for women. Hopefully after that, yeah, we're going to be able to start pushing out against the Germans and winning the war. Okay, America's new president has been elected, the platform of New Freedom, with Woodrow Wilson, the guy who got America through the First World War, a Bourbon Democrat. And, you know, the Democrats were actually the conservative party at this point in time, so... you know, if you hear that, you know, a Democrat ran the USA, imagine a modern-day Republican. Okay, we've built some military factories. We're going to put those immediately into support equipment. That is our most essential field by far. More and more destroyers. Wow, we're really building up a fleet here, aren't we? Is there anything cheaper I can build? Because I feel like we have enough destroyers. If I build convoys, I have to pay for oil, which is going to be just as bad as paying for wood. Right now, by the way, we're just going to be... Oh, shouldn't have clicked off that. But right now, we're just piling up these Lancias. No real harm. Alright, so we're going to peak at around 3 support equipment per day. Like I said, we will rush out a couple of military factories in Calabria, Sardinia, and Sicily. Yes, that's the game plan. You know, I think in all likelihood and in all hope, we'll take South Tyrol, Istria, Slovenia, or yeah. So these provinces appear, and then all the Yugoslavian land that used to belong to Austria. Well, they changed the game again. Oh, maybe did Austria-Hungary incorporate Bosnia, or did they get patched that they're already starting as part of Austria? I don't know. But whatever. Regardless, the point is that Bavaria and Bosnia are now firmly under Austrian and German respective control. Chief of Navy, we're going to go with the Decisive Battle Guy for better screen attack and screen defense. War with the Balkan League. Let's just see how close the Ottomans are to capitulating. Oh, right, it's not a capitulation war. Forgot about that. Logistics and military police, fantastic. We're actually going to be starting to research stuff in the main battle tree, gas masks, and all of that. Should we actually start planning a bit of a, what's it called? You know what, I actually have a plan. I'm going to move my men to Tripoli, and hopefully try to make a naval invasion against the Austrians along the Dalmatian coast. That would really catch them by surprise, if you ask me, so let's see how that plays out. Oh, but on that note, and with the turn of the month, it is actually time for me to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I do hope you enjoyed. Remember to come back next time for the Italian invasion of Austria. We're probably going to get to actual World War I next time. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. See you guys later.